How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the new series. With this series, it's going to be one of many. We are going to be rebuilding the transom in this one, featuring the Volvo Penta SX. So we're going to get into this a little bit. I know some of my viewers are kind of interested more in the Volvo Penta itself, and as needed, we'll go ahead and get into that. But for the purpose of this video, we are going to be tearing the porch a new transom. So officially it's a Galaxy Ultra 2000, they refer to it as. It's roughly about 20 feet long. Pretty good condition. You can see all the ropes and whatnot. I've been kind of trying to organize this a little bit. I got this canopy, so it's going to be raining the next few days, and I wanted to make sure I could do some filming even though it rains. Let's take a look at the gauges. Not bad. Not bad at all. Originally built in 1994. You can see the seats are original. A lot of this kind of mildew, it'll come off. You just got to use a sponge and soap and water. It'll come off. Thought about maybe getting these redone. Maybe not this season. So, as we talked about, we're going to be getting to the transom here. And I wanted to do this video from the beginning here so you kind of get an idea of what's a good starting point. I mean, this could be your boat, right? I mean, you just purchased it and you know it's leaking. So where do we start? Well, first and foremost, you want to clean everything out. If you got anything lingering around in there, anything that can get full of fiberglass, you want to get out. So you can kind of see I've been organizing a little bit, getting all the ski ropes and whatnot out of the way. The other thing too is you're going to need to get to the engine compartment. So the canopy, that's got to come off pretty easy. Just undo a few of these little screws. There's one on the opposing side. Without further ado, let's go ahead and kick that off. Let's get rid of this canopy. All right, so pretty easy. Surprisingly, on this side they used a hex, and you just slide that out. And then over here, they use a flathead and slide out. So, depending on what type of connector you have here, I actually had these little rivets. Pop those off. Yeah, they're not held on very tight. Hopefully you get better luck. There's one. Right, that's that side. Flip over to here. And it looks like we've got two. Alright, there's one. And the only good one so far that will not come undone. Let's use a flathead. Okay. And easy enough. Flathead loosens it up. And probably need two people. But let's get this set aside somewhere. It's a good time to inspect it in general and see if it's got any broken parts in the canopy. I know this one has a few rips in it. And before we look at the canopy any further, let's do a quick walk around. Call it like a before video, kind of see what it looks like. Not bad. Yeah, run-of-the-mill boat. It's not worth a whole heck of a lot in terms of money. So we're not going to try to sink, pun. We're not going to try to put a lot of money into this. We just want to make it enough where it floats. And like I said, it had been leaking, so it's going to be a good little project. All right, what do you think? Completely removed. Just find a nice spot to set it. The other thing we're going to do next, all these ropes, tons and tons of ropes. It's all going to get full of fiberglass. Go ahead and remove them all. All right. Easy. Yeah, just to reiterate again here, anything that you leave in and around this boat is and will get covered in fiberglass. Includes the carpet. So keep that in mind when you start getting that grinder going and the fiberglass starts going everywhere. It will cover everything. Trust me, been there. Next thing, this one's kind of rotted already. So I'll show you real quick. Hasn't been opened up all season. Probably about, I don't know, 6 months, a year. Take a look at that. Part of me just wants to let this go. What do you think? There's nothing holding it. You want me to let it go? Part of me wants to, but part of me doesn't want to ruin these hinges. Ooh. What do you think about that? This is pretty gross. Pretty gnarly, huh? What do you got here? So that's 3/4. And looks like more 3/4 in there. Nice little daddy long leg. Let's take a look at the motor. 5-liter Volvo Penta. Battery is actually pretty new, so we won't have to mess with that. Okay, so next step. I'm gonna go ahead and get my D-wall out, but we're gonna get a Phillips. And instead of trying to take off the upper part, we're gonna leave that, although I think it's only held in with a total of 3 screws. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and remove each and every one of those Phillips screws all the way down and get rid of this. This will be another series, another part of the series where we actually rebuild this. I've got brand new marine grade plywood and all that fun stuff to put in there, and we'll redo it, make it look nice. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get all these out. All right, pretty easy, except for one. I had to drill that one out right there. I'll have to fix that later. I still need to go behind here, the fiberglass. I think this is just fiberglass, but sometimes they back this up with like a type of marine grade plywood or something. It didn't look like it. I don't really see any wood there. But another thing I'm going to do here, before I get too far along, this is kind of a good time to start doing it, is you want to put all the stuff, you want to organize it, especially when you start getting into the engine. But you want to start organizing all the screws, like, so that these would be like the seat hinge. It'd be like the seat hinge screws. So just helps with keeping everything organized. Definitely want to do that now. Okay, got my baggie full of screws there. Now what I'm going to do, my trusty little partner, we are going to get and move this aside, move on to the next part. All right, what's up next here? Life preservers. Set that over there. What else we got in here? Looks like a tabletop. And yeah, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff in here. All got to come out. I'm telling you. It's probably good for it anyway. Half the stuff I don't even know what that is. I guess that's some sort of whatever. Candy. All right, so we also have these little partitions in here, held in by little pieces of aluminum angle iron. Some also down on the floor here. We're gonna go ahead and remove it. A lot of this is just cosmetic. Probably keep it afterwards, I don't know, we'll see. But that is gonna be the next step here, because afterwards we're gonna go ahead and pull this seat out and put that somewhere. So anyway, there you go. Whew. A little bit moldy. Got it all bagged up, by the way. Take a look. Yeah, pretty dirty, but a lot more accessible now. So, all right, so what are we gonna do next? I got the first part of the engine bay exposed. The next thing I want to do is I want to work on getting this out. As you can imagine, I haven't removed it before, so we're gonna have to kind of figure this out together. All right, back in the boat. Let's open up these guys here. Oh, box of goodies. Alright, what do we got in this one here? Same thing. So I'm starting to see, looks like bolts in here, self-tapping screws. More stuff to remove. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those out and then clean this up a little bit. And go in here. Oh yeah. More goodies. Ropes. Brush. Speaker wire. Need any speaker wire? Alright. Looks like some sort of audio connector. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and get all this knocked out now. Alright, so I've gone ahead and removed, they look like they're pretty rusted here, and those ones that were not stainless, those are pretty rusted. Got those two out, and then these two out over here. It looks like the seat base itself is pretty loose, but as you can see along this side, and it kind of wraps around, I need to remove this whole section as well. So what I did was I stuck my head out under here, and there's actually nuts. There's threaded, like all thread that goes in here. Then behind there are little nuts. So I won't be able to show you on the video, but you'll need to go ahead and remove that. And obviously this forward section, we're gonna probably leave that alone for right now. But we'll remove the screw here, or the nut there, and I think there's a total of 4 along this side. But that's going to pretty much do it for episode 1. I know we're about 12 minutes in here, but you can see we've made a ton of progress on this 5-liter Volvo Penta SX. So if you like the video series, like it. There's going to be a lot more. This is one of many, like I said at the beginning. We're going to get deep into the motor. The motor's going to come out, and whatever other kind of fun stuff we explore along the way. I hope you're staying tuned, subscribe, all that fun stuff. All right, everybody. As always, have a good one.